Is there a flag?
All right. You're
All
on.
right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to welcome everybody to December 6, 2018, Hobart Palmer Park special meeting. Can I get the roll call, please?
Councilmember DeGolia?
Here.
Councilmember Lewis?
Here.
Councilmember Lembrus?
Here.
Vice Mayor Whitmer?
Here.
Mayor Weiss?
Here. Any public comments on any items that are not, or are actually on the agenda, at least according to this? Seeing none, closing public comments. And let's move right into the special session of the council agenda, which starts with reorganization, a message from the outgoing mayor. Wow, how quick. See, I'm promising 5 minutes, or 30 minutes or less for the total meeting. Promise. First, I wanted to thank all the volunteers and staff and my fellow council members for a fantastic year. Also, let's not forget our family members that give up personal time so each of us can continue to represent this great town. While I thought we'd be here saying this year that the town at least began construction with a desperately needed civic center, unfortunately I cannot. Nevertheless, reflecting on the past year, I know we've worked hard in moving the project forward. Still, we've had many things done and had a productive year. The town,
Excuse me.
it's only the first time.
It is only the.
It's all right, don't worry.
Minus 1 point on that.
I think we should blame the city manager for that one too, actually. You could
Usually
start
we-
over.
Usually we have comments that we'll hold. The town has addressed issues that have stimulated a higher amount of public interest.
I just hope I didn't accidentally dial there.
I just can't find the button.
That's all right. Usually it's my phone, so I'm actually feeling pretty good today that it wasn't my phone.
All right, good. Comic relief.
It's perfect.
Okay.
The town has addressed issues that have stimulated a higher amount of public interest. Residents raised concerns related to the addition of poles and pole heights for the electrification within the Caltrain corridor. Preserving more heritage trees within the Civic Center site project layout. The Civic Center and value engineering the Civic Center project. A water detention facility and a fire services review. In addition, the town continues to move forward with negotiating a new refuge franchise agreement, the heritage tree ordinance, the general plan, our website, the townwide traffic study, and ongoing drainage studies. While we hope to never need the practical learning that came from it, in April, the Atherton Police Department, jointly with the Menlo Park Fire District, held its first all-day active shooter exercise at the Menlo School. Further, staff has participated in local emergency drills, an active ADAPT drill, and a county-wide exercise with the Office of Emergency Services. As council members, we don't always get an opportunity to thank staff, our consultants, or members of the community for work well done. While in no way to minimize all of the work our staff has done, I wanted to take a moment to thank a few people publicly. George Rodrigues is doing an exceptional job managing the day in and day out operations of the town, leading and retaining outstanding staff, and generally setting an example for people to follow. Marty Hanneman from Interwest for providing excellent work with the Civic Center and the Value Engineering Project, which we hope will enable the new Civic Center to become a reality. And finally, Stephanie Davis and Sally Benz for their work with heritage trees and the heritage tree ordinance. I look forward to continue supporting the town and its residents and making Atherton the best it can be. And at that point, I'd like to move on to item number 2, and that's up to the clerk. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Elizabeth.
You're very welcome.
And I will now open nominations for the position of mayor.
I will nominate Vice Mayor Bill Whitmer for mayor.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Are there any other nominations for the position of mayor? Hearing none, nominations are now closed. And I'll take the vote on the nomination of Vice Mayor Whitmer to the position of mayor. All in favor?
Aye.
Have you done this before?
Was that 4 or 5? Is it big or 5?
That's the question. Opposed?
Opposed? Sorry. Great. Nominations are now in order for the position of vice mayor. I'll accept nominations for the position of vice mayor.
We're a talkative group tonight. Sorry we haven't had any wine to help us with this meeting, but I will go ahead and nominate Councilmember DeGolia, please.
Is there a second?
Second.
I'll call for the vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And now we'll do the oath of office.
Do we need to get sworn in
You did.
again? As elected?
Uh-huh.
Did that
Yeah.
2 months ago.
When the council elected you.
Raise your right hand.
Yeah.
I state your name.
I, Rick DeGolia,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I bear true faith and allegiance
that I bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
that I will well and faithfully discharge
that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
Thank you. I'll get out of your way so that you guys can have the hot seats.
Okay, so now we have my very short incoming statement. So first off, I'd like to start by thanking former Mayor Weiss for a great year and to all my colleagues for this honor of being appointed mayor for this upcoming year. I appreciate your support, knowing that these comments keep coming from other people in our social gathering. Knowing that these comments are keeping us from going to our social gathering, I will keep them somewhat brief. Over the past years, we've been blessed with a collaborative and responsive council. We've had great mayors leading the meetings and maintaining a productive environment as we address many, many important issues. I'm looking forward to continuing in this manner as I serve in my second role, in my second term in this role. I also believe that we should recognize the great staff and our city manager, George Roderick, for their responsive work in our community. I would also be remiss if I did not thank our legal counsel, Bill and Jen. Finally, it is important to remember all the community volunteers who have worked so hard on our committees and on our commissions. As we move into this new year, we are anticipating the initiation of a new civic center and library, which has been discussed for years and has been pushed into reality by a number of our residents, former mayors, and especially Councilwoman Elizabeth Lewis, who was later aided by Rick DeGolia, our vice mayor. Moving forward, when facing any unforeseen challenges that will need to be addressed, we need to address them with high priority, and I know we will do that with a balanced, long-range view while maintaining fiscal responsibility and what is best for the community. Secondly, I am hopeful that we will find a suitable location for the water capture facility, which will allow Atherton to actively participate in cleaning of our streams and also cleaning of the bay, as well as making a positive impact on drainage issues here in the town. Moving forward, I cannot ignore this past year's discussion and relationship with the fire district. I am hopeful with a new fire district board, our upcoming discussions will be both productive and will serve to establish a collaborative relationship with their new elected boards. I would also like to reinitiate the regional discussions on traffic and road safety with our neighbors, something that was initiated by former Mayor Lempres. Development of large, dense housing and the increasingly rapid expansion of business footprints in our region will, in the next few years, bring a substantial load to our roadway infrastructures and lead to further frustration of our residents as well as our regional neighbors. For this, I'm hopeful that our staff and our Transportation Committee can assist us in policy recommendations and discussion topics with our neighboring electeds. So in closing, I'd like to again thank our great staff and our contractors and all our resident volunteers for their work in the town and in this beautiful park especially. We have great momentum on all fronts, and we need to not only keep it going, but to accelerate it. I would like to also give a special thanks to Teresa and Francesca for their work on organizing this holiday recognition for all those who contribute just so much to the town. Thank you very much. With that,
Motion?
motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All in favor?
So the party starts at 5:30, so there might be some setup still going on, just so you know.
We can do it.
Wow.